I thought I would use my last reflection in this class to just sort of reflect on my experience throughout the class, particularly my process in composing the Sophie book. And the more I thought about it, I had a lot to say, and I just thought I'd kind of shoot from the hip and actually not write it down first, which of course gets at some of what I want to talk about. This class has certainly raised a lot of new challenges for me, and interestingly, they were not the challenges I expected. I think that I thought when I came into this class, one of the biggest challenges would just be learning new technologies, figuring out how to use iMovie, figuring out how to, edit photos, things like that. And sure, that's been hard, but I seem to always, put the pieces together when I need to. The biggest challenge for me has been just trying to think outside of print, or trying to think in a way that doesn't depend on print. As I think I've expressed in my other responses, I guess I feel like I'm pretty entrenched in print, pretty addicted to print, in a way that really, I guess it kind of disturbs me at times, and I struggle with it. It's been hard for me to come to grips with, since I've always really considered myself to be particularly creative. And this class has made me think that I'm, only creative maybe in some ways, but maybe I can only be creative with print, and I'm not so creative yet in other modalities. But I think that there's hope, because I'm learning, and I know that 10 weeks is not very long to try to break a long-term addiction like I've had to alphabetic and print literacy. The other thing that I've learned working on the Sophie book is just sort of what I'm asking my students to do when I ask them to compose multimodal texts. I have not had the chance to work with that much digital media, because the university I was at before didn't have the kind of amazing technology that OSU has in the English department. But, I always had students composing multimodally, just things they would do on their own, and even using digital media that they would find on their own time, and things that I would never teach them. And it was always amazing, but I don't think I had, I don't think I really understood what they were going through. And certainly this Sophie project has given me a really, it's given me sort of a long-term composing experience in digital media. And I think that it's really going to help me understand what my students are up to a little bit better, and help me better comprehend what I'm asking them to do, and respect the work that they're doing, because it's hard. I know it's hard, but I have a whole new respect for the level of difficulty and the level of time that it takes. And as I work on papers for other classes, and they don't have to be done in a digital media format or in a multimodal format, I'm like, woohoo, because they seem suddenly so easy by comparison. So I think this has certainly also made me refigure my teaching in a new way. Another exciting thing that's happened is that I have a new idea of my writing process. I think I really, as I compose in the digital media, I can really see my writing process as recursive, and revision looks a whole different way. I think it's really heightened my awareness of my writing process, which is maybe something that had become kind of transparent for me. And now it's really, I see the process that's going into everything. I think that's kind of exciting. And again, something that I think will really help me once I'm back in the classroom working with students. So it's been a tough experience. And I think that, like I said, it hasn't been without its challenges. And I feel like I still have a long way to go before I'm completely, I don't think I'll ever be really expert at using digital media or using multimodalities, but I feel like I'm a better writer, a better composer, and will be a better teacher for having gone through this. So anyway, this is Lauren Obermark thinking about my experiences, and now I'll be signing out. Good day, y'all.